Chase, big news from down here in the infield. James McFadden, the one, the only, is hanging out with us here in preparation to go back racing with High Limit at the start of next week. I saw him, I ran to him, I reached for him. I said, James, what do you expect for this 25-lap Kubota High Limit Racing feature? He said, mate, it's going to be an exciting race. If that doesn't get you pumped up, words like that from J-Mac, I don't know what to do for you.
Love it. Love to see James McFadden in the pits once again with High Limit. Florence Speedway, we got them racked, we got them stacked, and we've got the grandstands packed. Let's go racing off at turn number 4. We are green. Feature is rumbling and rolling into turn number 1. Your race leader off at turn number 2 is going to be the number 49 car, Brad Sweet. Sweet with the top spot. Rico Abreu sits in that second spot. Big move out of Lynch. He's got by Bayston. Pursley now working on Reutzel off at turn number 4. Moves Lynch quickly up to 4th across the line. A little contact there between Reutzel and Kahne. Kahne's going to give up the spot to Dason Pursley. As I said, that gets back by him off at turn number 2. Race for second, rolling into turn 3. Tyler Courtney underneath of Rico Abreu. Made an aggressive maneuver down there. Couldn't make it stick. Abreu still has second across the line. Aaron Reutzel around the outside, takes 4th back away from Lynch. Got cars upside down. Red flag, Danny Sams the 3rd along with Bobby Elliott. Left front tire and wheel off on the 24 DEC. Bobby Elliott's out of the car. Bobby Elliott does not look too pleased with whatever had taken place down there. Those two drivers running back in the 21st and 22nd position at the time of the incident. And Danny Sams is out of the car. Looks like him and Bobby Elliott having some words there. And now go their separate ways. So both drivers out of the car walking around down there. So that is good to see. Danny Sams, the track record holder, heading into tonight and tomorrow as well. Unfortunately, his crew, the crew of his mother and his father, are going to have some serious work to do to get that car back on track tomorrow night. Bobby Elliott also involved, the driver to Allenton, Michigan. Elliott, a full-time driver at the All-Star Circuit of Champions this season. He currently sits 11th in that series point standings. We are going to send it down to Tony Laporta, who has Danny Sams standing by.
Danny Sams up and out of a mangled race car. You're giving signs to your crew, a.k.a. your mom and your dad. First of all, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. It's just killed this car. We've had nothing but a bad night. Looks like they're trying to pick it up. It's bent. I can already see we just can't catch a break yet. No, I had to change the engine after qualifying, and you know, balance was fine there. Just got behind and not sure what happened, but came all the way across track. Couldn't stop. Can't thank everyone on this car enough. We just had Kevin from Eastern Metal Supply and Science come on, and his wings crushed. So feel bad for everyone here on the team. We've been working hard, but this isn't fair for us. But the way of the dirt, you know, is the way the racing is, and we'll get another one ready for tomorrow, and I think we'll come back stronger.
That's Danny Sams the 3rd. He is up and out of that race car. The race car not as in good of a condition as the driver of it is. We're going to try and see if Bobby Elliott's still at his 5E. He does not seem to be. No, he is in the race car. Bobby, you okay? Yeah, thumbs up from Bobby Elliott. He is okay. He is still in his race car as Trent Hetzer from Kubota High Limit has hooked it up and is taking it back to the pit area. Wing damage significant. Left rear knocked off of it. They're going to get it back and continue to diagnose. But for sure, Danny Sams the 3rd's night is completely done. Bobby Elliott electing to stay in his race car. So both drivers, Chase, the best news is they are okay down here.
Thank you for that update, Tony. As you see Bobby Elliott's car getting towed off. And this is Elliott's 2nd appearance of the season with Kubota High Limit Racing. He was 18th at the Butler Motor Speedway earlier this year. There's a look at the replay. Danny Sams backing the car into the outside wall and tipping it over, and was luckily able to land back on all 4 wheels. We would be remiss if we did not mention he did get a World of Outlaws victory about a month ago, back on June 7th at the Beaver Dam Raceway in Wisconsin. That was a $20,000 win. So he did win on June 7th, about a month ago, but since March 29th has not went to victory lane with the series that he competes full-time in. The Frozen Farmer Pick Pint was out there on the racetrack, still is. As we finish that up, everybody going to the inside or outside, choosing the lane that they choose to restart in. Brad Sweet chooses the bottom. We're coming back to green this time by Sweet back on the hammer, and we're back underway. Great restart for Aaron Reutzel. We'll get to the outside of Tyler Courtney rolling into turns 1 and 2. Now Rico to the outside. Rico's going to take the race lead down the back straightaway. New leader into turn 3. It's Rico Abreu. Big wreck on the backstretch. One car upside down. 2 more getting involved. Make it a 3rd and a 4th. Upside down. Cannot tell who that is from this point of view. Might be the 14 of Spencer Bayston. The Jason Myers Racing 14 of Spencer Bayston, the car that was upside down, rolling down the backstretch. And that is going to negate the pass for Rico Abreu. That will put him back to 2nd and will set us up for a single file restart when the green flag does come back out. But Bayston is the car that got upside down. There was 2 other cars that got involved in that. Sterling Kling and 37 Bryce Norris, and trying to avoid the incident was Will Armitage. He actually went into the pit area in the infield. Spencer Bayston is out of the car. Spencer Bayston's out of the car on the backstretch. He is walking around talking with safety officials. There is the crew chief of the car, Shane Bowers. And getting a report from Tony Laporta that Spencer has indicated to him that he is okay. See if we can try and spool up a replay here and see what exactly happened. Bayston running just outside the top 10 at the time of this incident, was in the 11th spot for the restart. Bryce Norris was 13th. Sterling Kling, he was running in the 23rd position. And looks like Spencer Bayston not happy with Scotty Thiel getting involved with him there. You can see there's damage to the outside right side panel of the Big Wheels car. And Spencer Bayston is not too pleased with what transpired off the 2nd corner. We do not know what happened in Bayston's. The frustrations have boiled over. It has not been the season that those guys were hoping for here in 2025. And frustrations boiling over here as we do see an open red flag condition taking place here. Scotty Thiel, damage as you can see on the right side panel of that number 51 car. Here is a comp cams replay. We'll see what happens. So keep an eye on the white 51. If we can see him here, there he is. And came up into the side. Man, that car just about came to a stop. All but came to a stop on the backstretch there, hitting the wall. Scotty Thiel came up racetrack. It looked like Spencer was there. Here's another look at it. They were 4 wide coming off the corner. And when Bayston hit that outside wall, that car all but came to a stop. And look at Will Armitage right here. Trying to avoid the mess between Kling and Norris, makes his way through the infield with those evasive maneuvers. Here's another look at it. Man, just an incredibly hard impact. Very similar, Tony, to the impact we saw Bayston take at the Kern Raceway when he had a part failure. Hit the wall in the backstretch and just came to a complete sudden stop. And you just hate to see it. It has been a tough year for Spencer.
Yeah, and so similar, Chase, maybe this is what you meant by that, but almost the same location on the racetrack, right? Spencer's wreck in California at Kern County came at the exit of turn number 2, just at the start of the back straightaway there, so a couple of hard hits for sure. And I do just want to reiterate that Spencer did get out of that race car under his own power. He did communicate to me he was okay. He did neglect the opportunity to speak to us after the wreck.
An IRA win at that same track at 141. Also a win at Butler Motor Speedway on May 10th in local action. As we're set to go back to green flag racing, orange cone on the front straightaway. That means the drivers cannot pass each other before that cone. They can't hit the cone. They cannot go below that cone. That indicates that it is a single file restart upcoming. Green lights come back on, and we're back underway at Florence Speedway. Brad Sweet goes to the cushion in turns 1 and 2. Rico Abreu down on the bottom. Brad Sweet's got a wire down the backstretch. He's got the race lead. New change for that 3rd spot. Car off the pace in turn 2. It's Chase Randall, and the yellow is going to have to come out as Randall is going to stop on the backstretch. So the DJ of the night. This is the 2nd time we've seen him stop here this evening. The first was on his qualifying run during Capital Custom Trailer qualifying. All 4 tires are inflated on that car, but Pursley entered just 37 behind Randall in the Rookie of the Year chase, which is a $5,000 bonus at the end of the year, Tony.
It's exactly what happened in Capital Custom Trailers qualifying, according to Chase Randall's dad. John, the car simply popped out of gear. They got into the work area, refired. Chase Randall has some work to do in this one.
Yeah, he's going to restart the tail. Here we come. Back to green. Brad Sweet, Rico Abreu, Tyler Courtney, Aaron Reutzel, and Cy Lynch, the top 5 back underway. Brad Sweet will work to the top in turn number 1. Rico Abreu hits the deck, pulls up next to Sweet, but Sweet's got momentum down the backstretch with the race lead. Tyler Courtney running in third. A little bit of a scatter down the back straightaway. We've got one around. It's Chase Randall. He spins out, keeps the car fired. We will stay green. Green flag is still out. Randall is now way at the back of the field, about a straightaway behind the rest of them. The leaders will catch him quickly as Courtney continues to battle with the 24 of Abreu, rolling through turns 3 and 4. Brad Sweet leads across the line, 4 in and 21 to go. 21 laps to go for Brad Sweet. Tyler Courtney and Aaron Reutzel appear to be closing in on Rico Abreu. Now Courtney looks to the inside. Here comes a slider for that second spot. Change up in turn number 4. New second place cars. Tyler Courtney across the line. Tyler Courtney now into the second spot. Rico Abreu slips back to third. And here comes Aaron Reutzel. Reutzel's got the cushion wired off at turn number 2. Change for 5th. There goes Dason Pursley. Pursley's up to P5. Dason Pursley getting by number 42 of Cy Lynch. Great move off the second corner right there for the Pella of Avanti Windows and Doors, number 13 car. A group of cars rolling into turn 1. Casey Kahne, Justin Peck, Brent Marks, Tanner Thorson, and Nate Dussel's crawling around the bottom as well. Dussel's trying to crack into the top 5. Dussel running in that 11th spot. One of the Ohio locals trying to make his way into the top 10 with Kubota Highland Racing here tonight. Aaron Reutzel took a shot at Rico Abreu. Could not make the pass there, and Abreu put some serious distance between himself and the Ridge & Sun Racing number 87 car. Brad Sweet now working to the back of the field. Gets by the number 9 R of Chase Randall, but his lead over the 7 BC of Tyler Courtney that last time by a whopping 2.2 seconds already. Sweet tries to roll the bottom in turns 3 and 4. Tyler Courtney does the same, and that time by Courtney took 3/10 out of the race lead. Tyler Courtney closing back in on Brad Sweet down the back straightaway. Sweet's got more traffic to deal with. Sterling Kling, Will Armitage, as well as a couple of other cars. Sweet cannot get by Kling. Now he does down the front straightaway. Brad Sweet's lead now down to 1.5 seconds. Tyler Courtney, no doubt about it, taking the time off. Sweet with more lap cars to deal with. They are all on the bottom. He's working the cushion in turn number 4. He'll get by the number 7A of Will Armitage down the front straightaway. Tyler Courtney still has not gotten by any of the slower cars with Chase Randall and Sterling Kling. Rico Abreu and Aaron Reutzel all on the cushion right behind him. Closing in on the halfway point here in this one as Tyler Courtney tries to get a little banana splitty right there. He gets by Sterling Kling, could not make the pass on Chase Randall. Now on the bottom, here comes Rico. He'll show the nose to Tyler Courtney. Abreu gets passed by the slower car, Sterling Kling. Aaron Reutzel thought he saw an opening down there in turn 3, went to the bottom, then did a head fake, went back to the top as Rico went down there. Brad Sweet's lead still 1.5 seconds. He's got by another lap car. That's the 51 of Joel Myers Jr. Tyler Courtney around the outside. He's got a car to contend with. Sweet just got to get by some of these slower machines. Courtney makes it by Will Armitage down to the inside of Joel Myers Jr. He's going to lose a little bit of ground right there. The bottom off of turn 2 is not very good, and Rico closes in quickly. Big head of steam into turn 3 for Rico Abreu. Abreu kind of working a lane off the right rear tire of Tyler Courtney down the front straightaway. 10 laps to go here in this one. Rico Abreu working on the back bumper of Tyler Courtney. Courtney's going to go low into turn 3. Abreu works a lane higher. Courtney slips up in front of Joel Myers Jr., puts a car between himself and Rico Abreu down the front straightaway. Aaron Reutzel still running in the 4th position. Dason Pursley in 5th. Brent Marks 6th. Justin Peck 7th. Tanner Thorson 8th. Cy Lynch 9th. And Casey Kahne in 10th. 8 laps to go for Brad Sweet up front. Sweet's car, very good on the cushion in turn 2. Working on the back of Nate Dussel into turn 3. Puts the number 1 car to the wayside off the 4th corner. Tyler Courtney and Rico Abreu maintaining the pace of Sweet, but there's too far behind now. Courtney slides in front of Emerson Axsom. Puts him to the wayside. Sweet continuing to work through some slower cars. Now working on the 101 of Caleb Henry as well as the number 4 of Zane DeVault down the front stretch. Brad Sweet closing in on the top 10, about to lap the top 10 here. 6 laps to go for the Big Cat, looking for win number 3 in 2025. Sweet gets the line number 4 of Zane DeVault into turn 1. Tyler Courtney doing everything he can to try and track him down as he slides by the 101 of Caleb Henry. Justin Peck and Brett Marks having a spirited battle back there for the 6th position. Give it to Marks as Marks is weaving his way through traffic down the backstretch. Big move there out of Brett Marks. Exciting stuff between him and the 51 of Joel Myers Jr. Car off the pace. Caution's going to come out. We got one with a flat tire. Caleb Henry draws the yellow with less than 5 laps to go. The caution is out for the Running Boxer Farms, number 101 of Caleb Henry. The current All-Star Circuit of Champions points leader was running back in the 15th position at the time, and you can see a shredded right rear on that Valvoline number 101 car. As Brad Sweet with the race lead for the restart. Back behind him is going to be the 7 BC of Tyler Courtney. 3rd, the 24 of Rico Abreu. 4th, the 87 of Aaron Reutzel, and 5th, looking for his best finish of the year, Dason Pursley.
Chase, they've given the 1 to go, so Henry will not make it back out onto the track. I spoke too soon.
We'll have to wait and see what Caleb Henry's got for us in store for tomorrow night here at the Kentucky Sprint Nationals. We've got just a handful of laps to go. Back underway here at Florence Speedway. Brad Sweet rolls into turn 1, up on the cushion. Tyler Courtney, prior to that caution flag, was maintaining the pace of the Napa Auto Parts number 49 car. Back behind, got a race for the 5th position. Brett Marks underneath the Dason Pursley. Cannot make the pass right there. Here comes Sunshine down the front straightaway. Sunshine looks low. Slider for the race lead. Up the racetrack, can't make the pass there. Brad Sweet maintains the top spot. That might be the nail in the coffin right there for the NOS Energy Drink number 7 BC car. Tyler Courtney had the cushion wired in 3 and 4 that last time by, but could not pull the trigger on a slider. 2 laps to go for Brad Sweet. Pursley's now back to 5th. He gets back by Brett Marks. White flag, 1 lap to go for the Big Cat. Brad Sweet down the backstretch, looking for victory for the first time since March 29th. His 3rd win of the season comes at Florence Speedway. Brad Sweet gets the job done. Tyler Courtney 2nd, 3rd goes to Rico Abreu, 4th of Aaron Reutzel, and 5th goes to Dason Pursley. Your finishing results from night 1 of the Kentucky Sprint Nationals. Brad Sweet gets the win. Tyler Courtney ends up in 2nd. 3rd goes to Rico Abreu. 4th to Aaron Reutzel. 5th goes to Dason Pursley. 6th, Justin Peck. 7th, Brett Marks. 8th, Brenham Crouch. 9th, Casey Kahne. And 10th is Tanner Thorson. Brad Sweet climbing out of the Napa Auto Parts number 49, getting the Kubota Highland Racing Victory Lane hat, the Hoosier Tire neckband, the Sunoco Race Fuels checkered flag. He's going to climb up top. Your main event winner here tonight, Brad Sweet. Win number 3 of the 2025 campaign with Highland Racing comes tonight at Florence Speedway. Tony, down to you.
Yeah, who would have thought, though, that 3 months would pass between trips to Whiskey Myers Victory Lane for Brad Sweet? Brad, I guess you knew something we all didn't, and that's that the mullet was, in fact, the move. You and Ty Wolfgang have a spirited and looked like quite enjoyable discussion there when the car came to a stop. What did you discuss with your crew chief?
Yeah, we just want to win, and so we're just intensity. I was looking for a little bit of guidance on the restart with just 2 laps down. I thought the bottom was getting too slow. I left the top open for Rico, and I was kind of looking for that guidance. I felt like I needed to be on the top, but just a part of learning. Me and Ty are new together this year, so we've definitely gone through some learning curves together. But it's nice to get a win. Winning makes everything better. So I thought my car was really good, and came to life in lap traffic, pretty maneuverable, middle part of the race, and. This racetrack's awesome. It was a little bit wet to start, but it got pretty slick. Even when there's some wet out here, it doesn't feel like much grip. And turns 1 and 2 probably doesn't look like it, but it was getting close to the wall there. And 3 and 4 was really tricky. But that middle groove kind of came in for me in lap traffic, which was nice. And just hats off to my guys. We just kind of stuck with it all night, didn't change much, and just kind of worked on all the detail stuff that matters, and got the car good when we needed to. And just nice to get a win. So just want to say hi to
my wife and daughter back home. I know they're watching, and just got to spend some time with them at home. And it's nice to have a little break, but it's nice to get back out here and get back to winning some races.
Okay, so many drivers and teams, you and this car included, showed up here to Fremont Speedway having never turned a wheel. Florence, sorry, I appreciate that. We're going to Fremont soon. That's how excited I am. We're here in Florence. You guys had never been here. You'd never turned a lap. You'd never run a race here. Now you go into tomorrow night to conclude the Kentucky Sprint Nationals, and you have 100% more experience than you did last night. How good does that make you feel rolling into night 2 here at Florence?
Yeah, anytime you win the first night of a 2-night show, it gives you some confidence. But, you know, when you don't win, you start searching, and there's always somebody trying to knock you off the top step. So we still got to learn from tonight. I don't think we were, you know, as good as we want to be, but we definitely took some steps in the right direction. So I just want to enjoy this for a moment, but tomorrow the big money's on the line, and thank the fans for coming out and sticking this one out with us. I know it was a hot day today. We started a little late, but tomorrow hopefully we'll come back. Hopefully it'll cool down just a little, and hopefully we can win 20 grand.
As a feature winner with Kubota High Limit Racing in 2025 and a high roller, you get to send $1,000 of our Angel Donors money to any charity you choose to support tonight. With your victory here tonight at Florence, where are you sending that $1,000?
Oh, thank goodness. I finally get to make my donation back to Shriners Hospital. It's been too long. I was trying to, you know, donate as much money as possibly could. So hopefully, you know, we're at the midpoint of the season. Hopefully we'll win a bunch more and donate a bunch more to Shriners. But appreciate the Angel Donor, and like I said, appreciate all the fans.
The good news is the Angel Donor is here. How about a big round of applause for your winner here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, Brad Sweet. Gets the job done. He is handed the Chasm Safety Technologies win box. With that comes a Chasm Safety Technologies win sticker, and of course the golden ticket. The more golden tickets Brad and any winner with Kubota High Limit Racing amasses, the closer they get to picking up a safety system in 2025. We want to thank Chasm Safety Technologies for all that they do to keep drivers safe here in sprint car racing. Before we talk to second and third, let's go back upstairs to Chase Rodman.
Thank you very much, Tony. Yes, we have a couple of our contingency awards to get to real quick. Will Armitage, the birthday boy, he was the hard charger tonight, presented by Rod and Supply. Started 22nd, finished 14th in the feature, a +8 run for Will. Also, the best lap of the race, presented by Jake's Golf Carts. Fastest lap went to Brad Sweet on lap 5, ran a 14:6.99. And also, our Race Routine Foundation Rookie of the Race with his best finish of the season. 5th place run for the 13 of Dason Pursley. Back down to you, Tony.
Started third, finished second. Tyler Courtney's got a cold nos. At least I hope it's cold after the day we had here today. Another podium result for you and this 7BC team. What went right for you guys tonight?
Yeah, we unloaded fast, which is good when you come to a new place like this. But I feel like we got better each time we hit the racetrack, and that's hats off to Jake, Ron, and Bobby. We have a good weekend there in Lucas Oil and kind of carried the momentum into tonight. And this place kind of fits what we do too. So it's a fun little racetrack. It's never been here. I don't think I've ever raced in the state of Kentucky. So for this to be the first race is pretty awesome. It wasn't my I didn't quite get there sliding Brad, but I feel like it was probably going to be my best opportunity. It wasn't like a perfect opportunity, but I didn't know if I could at least side across there and maybe him mess up or something and we get by him. But I knew it was going to be the only time he cheated himself that lap into 3 and 4, and I was able to get a run. And I knew the rest of the laps he was going to be pounding it all the way around there. So hats off to them and their whole team. But our Austin Energy Drink, Spire Motorsports, all these custom trailers. Car was awesome all night, and yeah, I think it's our third podium in a row, so we'll just keep building on that.
You guys lapped up nearly to the 10th position, you chasing Brad and Rico chasing you. When the pace is as frantic as that, how hard is it to keep the idea of the guy you're chasing present? You know the car you're chasing after, but also having to negotiate lap traffic, and you never know where those cars might choose to run. How hard is that to do?
It's tough, and yeah, tonight, like you could see Brad struggling with them, and then one car would get out of the way so you could gain a little bit, but then the next car that he already passed would switch back to the top for like a corner, and then you kind of have to slow up a little bit, and then he gained everything you just gained. He got it back, so it's tough, but that's part of racing, and you know it's hard to win these races, and you tend to win them in lap traffic, and yeah, he did a flawless job of that tonight, and we'll try again tomorrow.
A drive from third to second for your most recent winner before tonight with Kubota High Limit Racing. That is the NOS Energy Drink driver of Tyler Courtney. Rico Abreu, Started up front, finishes on the front straightaway, a fist bump. And I got to be honest with you, that's about the first time I've seen you smile since we got cars out on track. You were laser focused, it felt like, all night long. You told me you felt like you didn't do very well at this kind of racetrack. After a third place finish, have you changed your mind on this place?
Oh, I just think I'm, applauding my team for the most part. And it's just it's exciting to put together good nights like we did tonight. Although we lost the position, but finishing on the podium with a high limit, I mean, it's just the toughest race in the country when it comes to sprint car racing. So, I just processed the night and dissect it, and we could have been a little bit free, but I really thought the balance of our car was good. And traffic, I could stay pace with Tyler and Brad. I think I just, if the restart would have went the other way and I'd have been the leader for that lap, I think the pace of the race would have changed, and I would have been the one kind of charging through traffic and leading the way. So it just, that's the circumstances of racing. But thank all you fans for grinding it out in the heat. It was warm today. I was warm in the car, and this is sprint car racing right here. It's as good as it gets.
Rico Abreu with a third place finish. You got to feel good going into tomorrow night. What can we expect out of this shoprico.com number 24 tomorrow?
Yeah, no, I just, we're going to be in a good position for the heat race tomorrow, and we'll line up and do a lot of what we did tonight. And I'm assuming the track will be quite a bit different tomorrow with, us coming back and the surface being a whole lot slicker.